long life together because
Because she's
when we
younger.
were young. Okay, what happened was I got married when I was 20.
Oh, pretty young, yeah.
Young, and so I left home. And around that time, when Laura, I think, graduated from high school, I think that's when she went to New York. And so that was, so it wasn't really we didn't spend.
Did you take family vacations or,
We took, one wonderful trip to Pikes Peak. My dad drove us. And my dad, my parents were divorced, but somehow they got together for that trip. And I'm sure Laura must have been on it as well. And all I remember, remember being on Pikes Peak. But what I remember is holding the gear shift in, let's see, it must have been third, so going up. Have you ever been up to Pikes Peak? It's, and the old cars, I can't imagine what kind of old car we were in. So that we could get up that hill, and that was my job. I was sitting in the front seat. And I just remember, pleasant times. Unfortunately, I don't have pictures because my mother went to New York with Laura, and the apartment they had in Chicago, she sublet it. Instead of just dismantling and whatever, she sublet it. So then at some point, something happened. The people who sublet it were going to move, and I had a young child then, and I had to go. Chicago's a big city, and we were living in the far south side. It was a long way. I had to go with this young child and take care of all this stuff, and I just had to get rid of stuff. I wasn't driving. I went in the bus. And so I had to get rid of a lot of stuff. Books, I could cry when I think of I had to throw out books.
I can imagine.
And pictures, I had no way of taking them back. I wasn't driving. So that was it, and the rest was, when Laura came back and she was pregnant, and that was, Syl was the firstborn. And, that's how we got reestablished again. And I did visit them in Puerto Rico when they lived there. So Laura and her husband and Syl, Andre was also,
Okay.